Hello everyone. Thanks again for joining me. We are going to play some more quote-unquote arena today. X-Mage is up, so we're going to play some of the blue-white cycling deck and the Mastermind's acquisition deck. We're going to start with the cycling deck because that's what I have up. Notable changes: we don't get to play Fumigate again, so we're playing Slaughter of the Strong. I don't think this card is as good, but we're going to try it. I mean, it's obviously not as good, but we're going to try it. See if this deck really needs a board wipe to function or not. What else? And we are going to be playing with a sideboard, despite Arena not really supporting sideboards, at least at the moment. So we're just going to load up here. So Arena tomorrow, they are doing server downtime from 8 a.m. Pacific time, and they're going to be downtime for 8 hours. So that puts it at 4 o'clock Pacific time. I'm on the Eastern time, so it'll be 7 p.m. for me, which is right around when I normally stream, so it works out for me. I'll be getting on a little earlier tomorrow, probably around 6:30 like I am now, so that I can get everything set up and get ready, so that when Arena hits at 7, we're good to go. So yeah, that's the plan, and we'll play for a good bit tomorrow, probably for at least 2 or 3 hours like I normally do. So that's the plan right now. Hopefully you all can stop by. If not, I'll upload my YouTube video of the games that I play. And also to note, we're not necessarily going to have all these decks tomorrow. We're probably going to have to grind a bit. So there's going to be a lot of ad hoc, trying to grind some stuff, figure out which cards we want to get, figure out which cards we have, etc. So that's the plan for now. And hopefully we can get in a game or two here. If that just doesn't work out, these are taking way too long, then we might hop back on Magic Online or do Modern here. So we'll just see how this goes. And yeah, so that's the plan. But hopefully we'll get started here soon. Didn't mean to do that. So yeah, I guess we can just look at the deck while we are here, just kind of talk about. I'll pull up I'll start with the cycling deck and then go from there. Because I'm really excited to try the Mastermind's acquisition deck. Why won't this? That's weird. Okay, whatever. So this deck, it plays a lot of cycling cards. We've got the payoff of the deck is Drake Heaven. Okie dokie. Well, I'll get back to that in a bit.
Your game has started.
But for those who aren't aware, the payoff for this deck is Drake Haven. Big bold numbers telling us what we got. Yeah, this looks keepable. So again, the payoff being Drake Haven for the deck, which whenever you cycle cards, you get you can pay some mana to get some drakes. So we're just going to start. We're going to cycle the Illumination on our opponent's end step, draw some cards. And then hopefully we can draw a white land to use our board wipes. We'll just have to see how this goes. Yeah, we'll cycle. And then this deck also plays Abandoned Sarcophagus. I think that's what it's called. so that we can, yeah, we'll cycle that one. And it lets us play our cycling cards from our graveyard, so it gives us some decent recursion. Alright. Let's see this one. And again, it plays a whole bunch of cycling cards. Like Renewed Faith, Cycle. When you cycle it, gain 2 life. So that's the game plan of the deck. Because paying 3 to gain 6 life isn't always super relevant. I would like to gain 2 life. This guy cycles for 2. Still, we'll just play land and pass, and if our opponent doesn't do anything, we'll cycle the farmland. But this deck is pretty neat overall. Lots of synergy going on. I wish it could play some kind of looting effect. We can't play like the Azor's Gateway. Interesting. Yeah, so we can't play like Azor's Gateway because it doesn't discard, it exiles. So that's not really what we want to be doing. Well, not really what we want to be seeing. So things are still going okay. He's only got a 1/1 at the moment. So I'm not too afraid of that. Hopefully we'll be able to do something within the next 22 turns. You got Marauding Looter. That one's counterable. Because they have to pay 1 for each card in our graveyard, and we cycle a whole bunch. So it kind of pays off for us. And I'm going to go ahead and cycle this cast out as well on the end step. Just because I don't think we need it with 3 board wipes in hand. Yep, no blocks. Can't block, won't block. So we have exile in case we need that. We have some general board wipes. Again, definitely not as strong as Fumigate, but hopefully passable for now. Alright, that's a good draw. And what does this say? You may cast cards with cycling from your graveyard. A card with cycling you put into your graveyard from anywhere, and it wasn't cycled, exile it instead. Alright, so we'll just play that out there. Putting on our graveyard. So I don't think we can, yeah, we can't cast any of those cards right now, but we can cycle our Renewed Faith, gain some more life, draw another card. So basically the way this works is we cast the card, we can cast these cards, and then since they're cast and not cycled, they get exiled. So it basically gives them flashback, which is really nice. Because we got to get the draw power off of them, and now we get to get the real cards off of them. We're not likely going to hardcast a Renewed Faith, but the other cards we could definitely see. Definitely see us play. And I just tapped my headphones because for some reason it always sets it into auto shutdown mode. I guess it's because I don't have any sound coming out that I'm just making noise. So it's like, oh, you're not doing anything, let's try not to waste the battery. Siren Storm Tamer. Yep. Let me tap up to 2 target non-land permanents. Alright, so Fortunately, this isn't like one of the old artifacts where if it's tapped, it doesn't do anything. So even if it was, we just cycle this in response. It's not that big of a deal. We're not gonna like blow them out by cycling. Yep. So really the purpose of us playing tonight is to try to figure out... Wait, when did our opponent do that? Interesting. And he didn't attack? I'm confused. I would like to gain 2 life. Drakehaven, that's a good card. I think we could play this, and then we can also have a counter spell up, should we need it. Because we can play our countervailing winds. But hopefully we can get more of our cycling cards and start cycling stuff into the graveyard. And getting some drakes. Evolving Wilds. A Braid. I mean, I guess we counter that. Because otherwise we don't get to cast this, so. So one thing to remember when you play this is that it's not just a straight counter spell. It does have to pay mana. Your opponent can pay mana for it. We're just gonna... I think we're just gonna try to keep the deck like this, regardless of our opponent, just to see if it can handle anything that's going on. Because again, to my knowledge, the arena, like you can have a sideboard, but there's no real sideboarding done in arena. They definitely could have updated it in this upcoming patch, and I didn't notice, but we shall see. When our opponent what else can I talk about this deck? I mean, this deck's fairly straightforward. Supposedly it's fairly skill intensive. I haven't played with it much, so I can't confirm or deny. But I guess it makes sense. When are you supposed to cycle versus just cast the card? When do you need to play your Drakehavens or your Sarcophagi or Sarcophaguses or however you would pronounce that? Not pronounce it, but whatever the plural of it is. We'll give our opponent a little bit longer. We're not just going to wait on him all day. So we'll give him until it's like 22. Give him another minute. And if he doesn't do anything, then we'll back out, try to start another game. But yeah, this deck's pretty neat. Super synergistic. Because you get to play all the cycling cards, some of which aren't that great, like the Renewed Faith. Alright, opponent kept, or he chose to go first. He hasn't kept yet. This one's good. I like it. Because we can Fetid Pools, Glacial Fortress, Hold Up Censor. Censor's not great on the draw, but we're a cycle deck. If we can't use it, we cycle it. Opponent has mulliganed. Down to 6. Keeps. And scries to the top. Alrighty. Let's get this show on the road. So yeah, we're going to start with Fetid Pools. So this deck doesn't play any black cards, but it's just another cycle land. I guess they play that over like the white-green one because it wants blue. But if I like lead with this on turn 1 against a random opponent, they might put me on a different deck, so that's probably a little bit better. I mean, they'd pretty much do the same with white-green, so they probably just play this because it's a cycling blue land. I think there's only 2. Yeah, because blue-green is fast land, blue-red's fast land, and then blue-black and blue-white are cycle lands. So next turn, since we drew Search for Azcanta, we'll play that. Which, very synergistic with the deck, because you can put your cycle cards into your graveyard to be able to get back with your Sarcophagus. Sarcophagus don't work in tandem, like work better in doubles, do they? No, didn't think so. Waiting on our opponent. I mean, I hate to rag on opponents, but this guy might not be used to the system yet. He might be fairly new to Magic, kind of based on his card choices. So we will see. Hopefully our opponent kind of speeds it up. They've used almost 7 extra minutes than us, but that's okay. We'll try to be patient. It's not like our opponent really, I can't imagine he's thinking about much to do with his 1 red. So I guess we'll give him until 19 and then we'll back out again. Just going to keep going on these strings of giving him a time limit and then he just barely makes it. That'd be unfortunate. But so Mastermind's Acquisition deck, the other deck I want to play tonight, assuming our opponents cooperate, plays the card Mastermind's Acquisition. I'll pull it up. Gather.wizards.com. So we got Mastermind's Acquisition. So 4-drop tutor, search your library for a card, put it into your hand, then shuffle your library, or choose a card you own from outside the game and put it into your hand. So it's either a tutor or a wish. And wishes in like tournament play, even just like F&M level, regular level, is just from your sideboard. So this is one of the few cards that get to deal with sideboards. Alright, so we'll concede here. Or one of the few cards that deal with sideboards for Arena. So that'll be neat. It's legal now, so I got to use it a little bit, but with the release of other pretty good cards, like Hour of Promise and Gift of Paradise in Amonkhet, we'll get to play a more rampy control style deck, which should be fun. Because you just play like lots of removal spells and board wipes and card draw and such, and then you play a bunch of silver bullets in your sideboard. Normally it plays like some real sideboard cards like Duress or Naturalize, but again, Arena doesn't have sideboarding, so you don't really get to play real sideboard cards. But we get to play stuff like Zakama, the Naya dinosaur that has a lot of abilities. You play stuff like Approach or Sandworm Convergence. the Ingrath, the Planeswalker. Lots of stuff that's just silver bullets that your opponent has to try to deal with. Like creature decks, particularly flying decks, can't really deal with Sandworm Convergence. Especially main deck, because they're probably not going to be playing like main deck Naturalize or anything. And again, that's a plus for us, because we get to play random cards like Naturalize to try to hose what our opponent's doing, because we can get at our sideboard, so we don't have to muck up our main board to deal with those cards. Other notable cards that come from Amonkhet, I kind of touched on this yesterday, but you got some of the stronger red
Your
cards.
game can start.
Like Hazaret and Glorybringer.
Your game has started.
And you got, what else you got? You get Approach of the Second Sun. That's pretty good. Dark Goifidant is our opponent. Probably a Jund player. Probably not in Standard, but and then all the gods are kind of a big deal coming out, because you got like the Scarab God, Locust God. None of the other gods have really seen much play. Well, Ronus is reasonable. That'd probably be pretty good in the green-red Dino decks, mid-range decks. Yeah, we'll keep this one. Seems good. But the Mastermind's Acquisition deck gets to play lots of really good removal spells, like Moment of Craving and Vraska's Contempt. So I'm not too, and I think it plays like 4 of each, if I remember correctly. So it plays a lot of pretty good cards. We're probably not gonna cycle the Censor, since we have it this early in the game. We'll probably hold it up to counter whatever their 3-drop is. Hopefully like a what's it called? The Merfolk. It's not a Branch Walker. I don't think it's a Merfolk Branch. No, Branch Walker's the 2-drop. I can't remember the name of the card. So we got white-green tokens, but there's the 3-drop that people play in all the not all the green decks, but a lot of the green decks. It's Explorer. I can't remember off the top of my head. I'll look it up real quick. Just because it's going to bother me if I don't. Explore again. Jade Light Ranger. That one. That's the one. But it's a 1 green Explore. That would be a good card to censor. And if our opponent just doesn't play anything worth censoring, then we'll just Renewed Faith, I guess. Yeah, take 2. Can't block, won't block. Sacred Cat, sure. Okie doke. Well, opponent's not doing much. I would like to gain 2 life. Give us a good one. That's pretty good. Alright, we will hold up sensor and cycle illumination. Yeah, the slaughter doesn't do much here. So yeah, no need to play the sarcophagus since our opponent's mana kind of mana screwed. Kind of want to shut him off on any plays if we can. And we're kind of pulling for the land Jade Light Ranger to counter it. Take 3. Not going to use a farm on some 1/1s. Kind of annoying that Adonto's way over there. And no need to kill one of those. They're 1/1s. We can deal with 1/1s. Opponent's gaining a lot of life, but I think we can shut the game down pretty quickly. Really? That's upsetting. But we'll hopefully he attacks next turn and we'll just exile all that. So he's cats. I think that's not usually part of the tokens deck, I don't think. I think he's just straight cats. Yeah, we're not going to counter it. Cycle. I don't think we're going to hold up Sensor. Especially since our opponent has mana. We're just going to settle Wreckage next turn. So we'll just go ahead and cycle this guy. That one we'll keep. We technically could cycle it, but we're not gonna. So we'll settle the Wreckage next turn if he attacks with the Pride Sovereign and anything else. Or we'll just cast out the Pride Sovereign. Might just be worth casting it out now. No, he can have his cats. Not too worried about the cats. Could just farm it as well. Farm that guy. Yeah, I don't need to cast this out right now. Yep, and our I think we're just gonna kill this Pride Sovereign with our farm. And then slaughter the Strong next turn. Because he doesn't get to keep much. Whew. Because if he wants to keep the Caracal, he has to sacrifice everything else except the vampire. So. Oh, we can't do Renewed Faith and Slaughter the Strong. Interesting. I mean, this would be done. Selected all the creatures. So he can keep the Caracal in a 1/1. I'm fine with that. That's deal withable. Another Caracal. That's pretty good. It makes sense. How you doing, puppy? You doing okay? Take 5. So guess we'll just settle the wreckage. Yeah. If our opponent just attacks with like those two, just like 2 creatures, then we'll just cast out. Yeah. Definitely should try to play around it when you can. He gets 5 basics, but I think that's okay. To be fair, none of his attacks were very good. Yep, a whole bunch of basics. So he's just going to be drawing gas, which is unfortunate. And it makes our countervailing winds a little worse. Probably just going to hold open cast out for that guy. We might play market. Because we can market, and if we draw... Yeah, okay. It's reasonable. I like that. Because I'm not too... I mean, that could get really annoying. I think we just have to cast that out. Do we wait? I guess we can wait. Because if we can like counter like Caracal and Renewed Faith, that's pretty good too. One, two, three, four, 5. So yeah, he can. If he just plays Caracal, like no land Caracal, we can counter it. Otherwise we'll just cast out his Pride Sovereign. And if somehow he doesn't do anything, we can Field of Ruin his Adanto. Another Pride Sovereign. It's kind of annoying. You got it, dude. Oh. Plus here we can farm into Renewed Faith. Johnny. Yeah, we'll counter that one. Take 3. I guess let's do this first. We'll get planes. That just lets us do that for free and still counters thing. One, two, three, four, five, 6. Did he not attack? Did he mean to attack? I assume he meant to attack. He just misclicked. He's probably going to let us know. Huh. Yeah, he could have taken 4. That would have hurt. Oh, that was from his hand? Hmm. So, I mean, kind of have to just cast out a thing. Wish we could play farm too, but I mean, we could play farm instead of cast out, just so we can get this onto the battlefield. It's not bad. Yeah, let's do that. Yup. Yup. At least we get to destroy whichever one he targets with this, since it's a sorcery speed. Which is nice. Am a fan. Am a fan. Ah, that one. Is that enough? Gives it +3, +3? Oh. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7. That's lethal. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That makes sense. And we'll see what he does. Well, we can play Renewed Faith. We'll play that one from our graveyard. He attacks with all 3. Because this game does 6 life. That's pretty good. We'll go to 1. It's a little annoying. So we can cast out 1, farm the other. And then we're still dead. So we can cast out and renewed faith. Sure. Our opponent has so much life. Yep. Yep. Even farm renewed faith. I think I'm fine with that. Just because farm is a lot more specific. And if we cycle here, we'll gain 4 life. That's pretty good. That's a good one. We're staying at 1. Okay, so I think we just want to settle and cycle some stuff, so yep. I would be somewhat upset if I was our opponent and I pulled this off. Well, I figured he was going to go all in. No reason not to. And he quits. He was rather upset. So that was fun. Let's see. Now we can try the Mastermind deck a little bit, and then probably play some Modern. How dark is it? Fairly dark. I'll go turn the light on. Yeah. It got dark outside, so makes it dark inside. That's a little better. Makes me look super pale, but that's okay. I am fairly pale. Wait, on our opponent. I guess
your game can start.
I was about to say I could show you the deck, but I'll just play the game instead. Looks good. I don't know what you're supposed to keep with this deck, but chooses that he or she takes the first turn. Okay, yeah, just making sure he gets to go first. We're probably dead. Well, Golden Demise might be able to do some work. That'd be nice. That's a good one. Canyon Slough. Then we'll play the desert. Play the other desert and see what our opponent does. If he plays a bunch of X2s or less, then we'll Golden Demise. Just play Gift. Built to smash. You got it. Does that make me want to play the Compass? No, I think I'd rather play Gift of Paradise next turn. I'd rather play one of my 2 3-drops next turn, basically. Opponent keeping a 1-lander. Yeah, we'll just throw the gift on that desert. Well, that one's more likely to be sacrificed. Yeah, we'll throw it here so we don't have to pay as much life. And that one's less likely to get sacrificed, so we can kill some things with it. Hour of Promise would be a nice draw. It's funny, it changed the color. Hopefully our opponent plays something so that we can try to kill the something. Deal with the something, however. Nope. So he's got 4 cards exiled, 7 cards in hand. Still probably gonna kill it. Assuming we don't draw Hour of Promise. Approach. It's not Hour of Promise. So we play the Compass. And then do we play Doomfall or Golden Demise? We have an answer for Hazaret if he ever gets there, so that's not really a concern at the moment. So I think we're just going to play this. And if he wants to get rid of his hand to draw 4, that's fine. Yep. Looking for lands now. So he effectively made our opponent discard. Okay. Was not expecting multiple Vomat Couriers. Moment of Craving's good. We'll go ahead and activate our Compass. Not sure what color we want yet. Probably white if we got it. Do not got it. So Swamp or Forest. We don't really need either, but our hand's pretty black, so we'll play the Swamp. And we'll Moment of Craving one of his dudes before he gets his trigger. Well, after it triggers, but before it goes under the courier. Assuming he doesn't play something else that we need to kill. Which he didn't, so. And with red-white, I assume a lot of its deck is hasty. Select one of them, that one. And it's not completely unreasonable for him to sacrifice here if his 2 cards aren't very good. Like if it's land, because it prevents us from gaining a life. Or gaining 2 life, which he's the aggro deck, so. Mighty Leap. +2/+2 and flying. I was not expecting that one. I will be perfectly honest. Alright, so play this, play Carnage Tyrant. How many lands do you need? 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So. Our red-white opponent probably cannot deal with this. The next turn we can approach, and just like I don't have a single white land out, and this deck's just fun. I assume he's planning on dealing a damage and then drawing some cards. That's a good plan. If somehow he can give it +5 attack, I think that's okay too. And first strike? Oh, indestructible. Alright. You got it. This is interesting. This is an interesting deck. Yeah, we'll just play approach. Okay, opponent doesn't have any effects, so unfortunately we gotta let him attack. But he gets to draw some cards. I could see a world where he sacrifices this guy to try to get some pump spells. Oh, we need to get a die out. A 20-sided. He did. But he probably wouldn't have done that if we didn't activate. Right. Built to last, yep. And I got a 20-sided out to keep track of our approach. Oh, yeah, that can go away. Another. I think that's all 4 Bomat couriers. Approach is now 6. Now it's 6. So let's Doomfall. Target player. Kill the card from his or her hand. Just to try to deal with any Hazards that might be chilling in there. And we can deal with both of those. Guess we'll just take the fling because we can deal with the Vanguard. So this one has all the cards under it. So we'll do this same thing, but we'll do it on this one. Oh, if he wants to sacrifice it, he can. And then we'll try to kill that one. So right now, we just know he has an Adonto Vanguard in hand. It's probably safe for him to assume that we can deal with it. Currently. Yeah, guess we'll go ahead and use that. Oh, well that was incorrect. Our opponent could have anything. But we're at 18, going to draw. That's pretty good to this deck. Going to draw Approach soonish. Tetsimok. Do we play Tetsimok? Or do we just draw? I think we just draw. Oh, do I not have the City's Blessing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh. Whoops. That's a good one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just messed up our approach. Good job. Good job, me. Nobody saw that. I mean, I saw that, but and all of you watching saw that, but still. Scavenger ground seems okay, and alright, do instep. Why is my spires over here now? Interesting. And we're not going to block if he attacks, we're just going to spires. And I don't think we want to kill his thing. So now do we have the city's blessing? We do, right? 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Alright. Alright. Opponent plays Vanguard. Yup. Okay. Now we can activate this. I guess it's better to do this. I'll probably just Vraska's Contempt his, yeah. Let's go ahead and Vraska's Contempt that guy. Don't want to have to deal with that. This deck's just weird, yo. My deck. Like, what does it even do? It just does everything. Yeah, I mean, we probably could sideboard. Bring in like some of our stuff over. Again, we're just gonna kind of just go under the fact that our opponent, or that we can't sideboard like in arena. Then after, maybe we'll probably play one more match with this, then we'll hop into Modern. Sounds good. Waiting on our opponent. That is the theme of X-Mage and such. Waiting on our opponent. At least tonight. I mean, I know I've had my
Your
fair
game has started.
Fair share of games. That yeah, this is fun. I've taken all the time. I mean, I play slow Dirtle decks. I get it. They going first? Yeah. Just making sure. Before I just skip my turn. So we'll go desert, swamp, treasure map. Start scrying. Bomat Courier. Stop it. Gateway's pretty good. So it's probably gateway, then treasure map? That sounds good. Maybe. Nah. I really like Azor's Gateway in this deck because, especially in Arena with no sideboard. Again. Kind of sound like a broken record, but still. Because it lets us get rid of any cards that are bad. So, treasure map or gateway? I think we play the gateway. No, we'll go ahead and play the treasure map. Because I think we want to be able to activate either next turn. Counselor. Yep, this is hurting. It's hurting a good bit. I think we want to be activating our treasure map. To try to get our... I think it's about... I don't think there's anything we want to get rid of. So maybe the Carnage Tyrant. Ew. Take 6, 7, 8, 9. Go to 6. Yep. I don't think we need the Carnage Tyrant right now, so let's go ahead and activate the gateway. Never flipped a gateway. Man. Huh. I think we're dead. We're just very likely dead. Hey, puppy. So let's make sure y'all can see the puppy. Hey, puppy. So, opponent technically has to make the first move here. Does he actually do it? No, you got it. Let's try it again.
Your game has started.
We will go first. Seems okay enough. Not happy with the Carnage Tyrants in this match, but these pain lanes are... they might not hurt that bad. Oh, I thought that was our opponent's turn. And he just went through without playing a land. That would have been a little silly. No Bomat Courier. Stop it. He's played turn 1 Bomat Courier all 3 games. That's strong, yo. I'd really like an untapped green source, but I don't know if this deck plays untapped green sources. Well, it has a couple forests. Stop it with the Bomat Couriers. Stop it. Just stop. He's going farther and farther away. Come here. Come here. People want to see you. You got it. It's not an untapped green source. This is rough. This is going rough, buddy. Being at 15 this quick really hurts. It really does. It really does. Yep, take 2. At least. Good thing to note, there's no Bomat Couriers in Arena, so we're not going to get super ran over by that in Arena. They're still fairly fast, but man, he just liked going all in. I mean, we don't get to play Fatal Push, but we're not in this deck, so that's okay. We play Moment of Craving instead. You got it. Take 6, go to 9. Forest, please. And thank you. Really? I mean, we have to take 2, and then he just draws off of it. I can't get behind that. So we're just gonna cycle this guy, and either Hour of Promise or Golden Demise, depending on how much mana our opponent leaves open. Mighty Leap. You got it. Tap mana. No, tap mana. Whatever, he'll draw 7. Ugh, that's so annoying. What? Where are you going? You leaving me? Alright, so we got options. We can Hour of Promise, or we can Golden Demise. We can search for a basic Golden Demise. But he just gets to draw 7. That's a lot, but he doesn't have anything on the field. Then we can Hour of Promise next turn. Yeah, I mean, again, this is just not particularly great. I say he draws 7, but that's assuming he gets the he's familiar with the way you stack your triggers. You sacrifice one, discard your hand, and then you sacrifice the other one while the other one's on the stack. So you only have to choose one of them, or you don't only have to choose one. Nope, he didn't. So yeah, so that's to note. You can do both. You sacrifice one because discarding your hand's part of the cost. Everything to the left of the colon. So you discard your hand. And then while your hand's at 0, you sacrifice the other one. So he should be at 7. One, two, three, four, five, 6. Pouncer, you got it. Hope of Gyruper. Target player who is dealt damage by Hope of Gyruper. Yeah. Relevant spell? Like a moment of craving? Nope. Basic land. So we'll just play a tapped land. And Hour of Promise. We'll pretend like we have something going on. So we've got 1, 2, 3 deserts, so we don't need deserts. That gets to flip. Is there anything? None of this gains us life, unfortunately. I think we'll just take the arch in case we get to that point. And a cataracts, maybe? Yeah, cataracts is good enough, I think. Yeah, we'll get the slow. Get some tap land. I have received a text message. See what our opponents got. That gets to flip, so that's good. We can stop the Hope of Gyruper. And then we'll block the Pouncer. Or we'll just see if our opponent does anything cheeky and we'll stop the cheekiness. Go to blocks. I can only assume that our opponent had something. No, puppy. What are we sheltering? Lighting. Indestructible. Okay. That's fine. I traded a zombie for a sheltering line. He puts the card on the bottom. Well, we don't even really have to bounce the Hope of Gearper. Bless you, puppy. I think cycling's pretty good. So many land, yo. We'll play our promise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Huh. This is double black, isn't it? Yeah. Good job, Zach. So we've got our arch. We can get a cataracts and a scavenger grounds, I guess. That seems good enough. Can I cast this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No. We can pull this back over. I can go back to being the center of attention. Alright. So we'll, same as last turn. Moment of triumph. Okay. Alright, so now we gotta... Now we can stop him. Is he killing us? Nope. Okay. He was very optimistic that we weren't going to kill it. Alright, so now we'll tap better. And... we can get some more dead lands, I think. Or just more black tap lands. That and that. Then we can activate this. We'll sacrifice this black. Alright. That one's pretty good. Added white, correct? Okay. So white, black. One, two. What? Oh. It didn't automatically accept my... Alright. I think we just win now. Profane Procession. All-Star. Yeah, we really don't want him to get dudes back. I guess I should have blocked. I shouldn't have let him get this far, to be fair. Yeah, nothing gives protection in this set. So, like, I should have let him go to attacks and then... I mean, I guess we don't even have to do that. We can just spires. And then we can still Profane Procession if we need to. We kind of just want to start drawing into our life gain and such. Because our opponent very likely could have a shock or something. It's not completely out of the realm of possibilities. Okay. Alright, that's pretty good. Select the land. I guess that forest is fine. Sorry guys, 1 second. Alright, yep, so we'll gain our 3 life. Play another one. I don't know which land, to be honest. I guess a swamp. And now I think we can start attacking. Okay. opponent has 4 minutes and we have 11, so yeah, I'm not afraid to start attacking. He can let his pouncer die if he wants to. I mean, we can still do the same thing with this pouncer that we would be doing to the token pouncer. But we do need him dead. Yeah. This was a lot, so we're probably just going to play humans after this. What? Well, I guess we gotta exile it. It's just rude. Here I was. Not make him lose his dude. Or let him get his token, but he's all like, nah. He's all like, nah. That's an interesting zombie token. I don't know what that's from. I should know what that's from. I don't know what that's from. 752 he left. Oh, that's not our opponent. Alright. Alright, won the match. Alright, we're gonna hop into modern, so let me... Alright, update our title. Throw the moderns in there. Set it to modern. Get where actually, let's adjust our deck, modern deck. So both of those were fun. I'm looking forward to tomorrow when we can actually try to start playing them. But modern, or this should be an X-Mage deck. Modern humans. So people have been playing, what was it they played? The Direfleet Daredevil? They really like that card for some reason. So Direfleet, and then they play a Mirror Crusader. I mean, I'm because apparently Direfleet, or is Direfleet 2 words? Or is it like spaced or weird or whatever? Whatever. Direfleet, Daredevil. One in here, one in there. Drop something from here. Probably one of these. Maybe the Canonist. Yeah, I think we're pretty good against Storm. Alright. Let's try some more. Let's try some human stuff. So we'll just play this for about half an hour or so, then we'll call it a night. Try to get in a couple matches. And eventually I might buy this on Magic Online, but right now I'm just gonna try to enjoy Arena.
Your game can start.
Your game has started.
It's pretty good. We'll keep it. turn 1 discard is going to be kind of a pain, but... not a turn 1 discard. Turn 1 Thraben Inspector. Ooh. Human. And our Aether Vial. Next turn we'll probably play Thalia. What you got, opponent? Signal Pest. Is this black-white tokens? That's kind of the vibe I'm getting. A black-white tokens vibe. We do want to put a counter on it. Yeah, so we've got a bunch of options, but a 1-1 by itself is not that great. This 1-2 is better on the defensive, because it can block the Signal Pest, and either of those, whereas Thalia can't block any of it. Well, actually, yeah, Thalia can block a Thraben Inspector. For some reason, I thought it buffed toughness too, but no. Alright, yeah, so Thalia's fine. Thalia can block a Thraben Inspector, and that's pretty good. And the next turn we can Mantis Rider and Thalia's Lieutenant, I think. Or Thalia's Lieutenant. Dispatch. That's rude. Yep. So yeah, I think now we have to play Mantis Rider and Thalia's Lieutenant. Or we can play a freebooter. He's only got 1 card in hand, so I feel white, red, blue. Okay, blue, red. Yeah, I think we'll just play the Phantasmal Image, copying the Mantis Rider. That's more damage overall. As Thalia's Lieutenant only buffs it by 1. And then next turn we can Thalia's Lieutenant, or we can freebooter Thalia's Lieutenant, if we draw land. Chefette Dunes, yeah, this has to be a tokens deck. Well, I haven't seen any token cards. Some weird aggro deck. One. I mean, he's dead if he doesn't really do anything. Yeah, he's dead. So we can just Thalia's Lieutenant. Well, can that block? Yeah, that can block. So. Okay, he's not technically dead. So we're not going to put a charge counter because we want it to stay at 2. Yeah, let's play another one. White. Blue. Red. Human's deck is just really explosive. Yeah. That one. Okay, so he seems to be an artifact deck, so both of those seem pretty good. Mirran Crusader doesn't seem that great. Daredevil doesn't seem that great. Static Caster seems fine. Malcontent seems fine. I don't think we're afraid of anything super crazy in that pile there. So we'll just ship it like
Your
this.
game has started.
I just like the way this humans deck plays. It just does so much. Yeah, we can keep. And this is Hierarch into Mantis Rider. That's a pretty good turn too. And if our opponent's a jerk face and kills it, we can Aether Vial Hierarch next turn. What you got, opponent? Smuggler's Copter. I can beat a Smuggler's Copter. Yep, so we'll just play white, blue, red. Attack for 4. Pass turn. Next turn we've got options. Likely it'll be Hierarch into Reflector Mage. Suspicious. So now it's probably, yeah, I like Aether Vial, Phantasmal Image, Hierarch. Can't think of any instant speed stuff because I think, what is the white spectral procession? Yeah, it's a sorcery. Yeah, they have something like Damnation that I should be playing around. Blessed Alliance. That's rude. I guess I'll sacrifice the image because it's strictly worse. I've got lots of mana. Next turn, I'll probably Reflector Mage and draw. Assuming he plays something. Disenchant. That's not very good against us. Alright. Guess we'll just go ahead and draw. Staticaster. Don't need that right now. That one. Tempered Steel. Artifact creatures. Oh, that's a neat deck. Artifact creatures you control get +2/+2. Nice. Cool. So I guess Staticaster isn't that great against him. Shifet Dunes. Alright, so we played all the cards we know about. I think it's probably best. Do we play around exactly that one card? I don't think so. I think it was Blessed Alliance. I don't think we play around exactly that card. Because he probably doesn't play many of those, and he only had one card that he drew for turn, so. Alright. Oh, let's go again. Probably play one or two more and then call it a day. It's been fun. It's been real. It's been real fun.
Your game can start.
Your game has started.
I would like to go first. This is keepable. It's got a 1-drop and a 2-drop. Some good 2-drops too. It's fairly weak to Fatal Push and Lightning Bolt, but odds are in our favor that they're not playing that card. Ancestral of Visions. Yeah, we're just gonna play the Lieutenant. Would like to draw a land to be able to play our Mantis Rider. If not, we'll just play our freebooter and try to steal something important out of their hand. A Jace. Yeah, they don't seem very removal heavy, so I'll just play this guy. Oh, I can't play that guy. Darn. Because I had to name humans with this. You're right, you're right. Alright, I'll just take a card from him. I guess we'll take Blood Moon, because that'll kill us. Yeah. This is a good thing we had to play the freebooter. Put that there to remind us to not let the freebooter die. And our opponent is at 9, so Blood Moon doesn't necessarily kill us because we're fairly far ahead. Is this just Bamped Jace? Tarmogoyf. No. You're rude. I will select that opponent. Alright, okay, so he's just playing... Where did Jace go? Oh, he discarded it to Jace. Makes sense. Not particularly afraid of Bloodbraid Elf and Tarmogoyf at the moment. Yeah, it's just lands and opt and Jace. Alright, he goes to 2. I have a lot of lethal threats. Is he just playing Bloodbraid Elf? Trying to hit. Well, I mean, Sweltering Suns doesn't really do it. Lightning Bolt doesn't do it. I guess Lightning Bolt kinda does it. Yeah, he gets his Blood Moon back. Oh yeah, because he took 1, so that doesn't do it. That seems good. That seems good. I think Daredevil should just probably be in the sideboard. Necromancer seems good. Crusader's not that great. I think he's just like not, I think I said Bant earlier, but Teamer, whatever. None of the rest of this seems that great. Yeah. Reflector Mage seems fine. Try it like that. Seems good. Can't currently cast the... That was a tongue twister, somewhat. The freebooter, but we have an Aether Vial. And to note, our opponent played a turn 1 Ancestral Visions last game, and it did not come off suspend because we played it so quickly. Harmogowith, you got it. Yeah, we'll just play this and play our freebooter. Try to really just lock our opponent out. Anger or Lightning Bolt? Well, we currently can't play Anger, so we'll just take the Lightning Bolt and play our Selfless Spirit next turn and be good. That doesn't do it right. That doesn't get it out of range. Well, it gets that out of range, but that's not what we want. So we'll just play our Coast, play a Selfless Spirit. I guess we should have switched those. I regret. These just puts it on humans, right? Yeah. Right. Alright, so we know he has an anger of the gods in hand. That's all we know. Still all we know. That's all he has. Do we put it on a 3? I don't think so. We've got enough stuff. I guess we'll just play Cavern on Human. I guess we can play it on... what is it? Wait, what is it? What is it? What is it? Phantasmal image is a illusion. Illusion. I guess blue, white. And then we'll go ahead and put a dude. Yep. Oh, that dude. So he gets to draw a bunch. So hopefully this doesn't come back to bite us. But 3 of our dudes are out of the range of anger. So I think we're in a okay spot. Yeah, I guess we'll go ahead and sacrifice because it's going to die anyways. So no sense in beating around the bush. Again, those 3 weren't going to die to it anyways, but if the spirit's going to die, you may as well sacrifice it. So he can block 4, take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll say no. I guess we can go ahead and play that guy. See what our opponent's got. I mean, he was currently dead on board. He could have had us something. And we don't know what the something is. But there's not much it could be that's just blue and... Okay, so... Alright, so he only gains 5. And we'll deal... at least that much. So, yeah, that's an interesting card. Yay. Alright, let's play one more. I like this deck. Actually, hold up. Deck editor. We'll switch. I want to make a switch. I like Thalia, I think. Or load. Humans. Take the Daredevil out. We could put the Daredevil on the sideboard, but yeah, we'll do that. I like that better. If I went to a tournament, I don't know what I'd do.
Your game
Breaking
can
news.
start.
Apparently there's a winter storm Toby
Your game has
causing
started.
problems. Probably in the north. So you We're gonna go like land. This deck, yeah, fine. One mulligan. Oh, that's not any better. This deck does play lands, right? Oh, this is significantly worse than our first hand. It's basically our first hand minus like 3 cards. Alright. Yeah, we'll just concede that one. Our opponent's some sort of annoying, not annoying, but the mid-range deck. Oh yeah, I was like, no, that's terrible. Yeah, that's fine. I don't think I need Meddling Mage. I'll try it
Your
like
game has started.
that. Ugh. Yeah, okay, I guess we... Hey, support for support. Thanks for the follow. Is that, if you're still here, is that League of Legends related? Because I used to play League of Legends, and that was my, I played support as well. So, just curious. Or any MOBA, really. But yeah, thanks for the follow. Really appreciate it. Inquisition, yep. Probably takes champion. Might not. No. I don't know what his hand looks like, but... Takes Thalia. Okie dokie. Man. Wish that was a land. No reason to play the champion right now. Yeah. Yeah. It's the Crusader. Yes to both. See what our opponent has going on. Lots of removal. Sounds good. I guess we'll take the lightning bolt since he can cast it. He knows what I have. I know what he has. Just hope he stumbles on lands. Fatal push. A little rough. So that's probably game. But we will yes to both. We'll just attack. That was a good draw from our opponent. Yeah, gets to play Lily. Yep, kills my hierarch. Fortunately, we got just flashing our. Oh man, I don't want to do that. We're super dead. Because basically, what I want to do is reflector mage. But we just get destroyed by Maelstrom Pulse. Because he's got those three. Okay. We'll say no. No. Daredevil. Oh, that's pretty good. We'll take his lightning bolt. Oh. Redirect rule. Neat. Now we don't get destroyed by a Maelstrom Pulse. What is he, Maelstrom Pulse? Hopefully the Reflector Mage. That's pretty good too. Oh. I wouldn't mind drawing some lands though. That is plan number one, is draw some lands. Ancient Ziggurat is what I want to draw. Well, not that doesn't even do it because I can't cast anything. Yeah. Nice. Well, we're gonna play. We're gonna try to play Magic. So you just got a Dark Confidant in hand that we know of. What you got? Lily, that's a good one. So we go land. Yeah. That was my fault. I should have specified good land. So we're going to go ahead and sacrifice this because it doesn't cast any of the spells in our hand. So we wanted to try to deal with that. Alright, so he's got a Bob and a who knows what. So we'll discard this phantasmal image. That's probably not going to get any use. What happened to his... Oh, he discarded the Bob. Okay. That wasn't... He didn't attack. That was not a bad top deck. Not bad at all. I guess... Yeah, let me see your non-hand. Nine. Yeah, we're pretty dead. I guess we need to land Mantis Rider. Our opponent needs to draw nothing. Oh, he gets to attack with this too. 3 is... I think we're just dead. Even if we draw a land. Nope, didn't attack with a Raging Ravine. So land Mantis Rider I think still gets us there. That's not a land. But it technically kills the Bloodbraid Elf. But we're still... we'll take Fatal Push. Block. Not sure why he's not attacking with his Raging Ravine. We'd be dead. Yep, we did. GG's. Well, that's kind of a lame one to end on. But I do need to get going. But thanks everyone for watching. I do really appreciate it. I have fun doing this, so any support is appreciated. I will be back tomorrow. We'll be playing some Arena tomorrow. Because it releases. So again, for those who weren't here earlier, the non-disclosure agreement for Arena is dropping tomorrow. They're going down for maintenance at 8 a.m. Pacific time, and then it's going to be down for 8 hours. So that's 4 p.m. Pacific time. I'm on the East Coast, so it'll be 7 p.m. here, and that's when I will be getting on. I'll be getting on a little bit before that just to prep, get all my decks ready, and then we'll hop on as soon as we're available to. We're just going to grind our way through that, see what decks we can build. Saw a couple of them earlier today, which was the blue-white cycling, which was fun, the Mastermind deck, which is also pretty fun, and then we had blue-white tokens yesterday, which was fairly inexpensive to put together, which is why we did that on Magic Online yesterday. So that's our plan for tomorrow. And then I can't stream on the weekends because I travel on the weekends, but I will be back next Tuesday to stream. So hopefully I'll be able to get in some games over the weekend, try to get a bunch of cards, and then have some decks to play on Tuesday. So again, thanks everyone for watching. Everyone on YouTube, if you'd subscribe, I'd appreciate it. Head on over to Twitch, hit the follow button over there. If you're on Twitch, hit the follow button, and then head on over to YouTube and hit the subscribe button. All that information's below. It's basically just Plasma 7. So just hit all those up, and I'll see y'all next time.